Well, good morning again from the East Fork River. Saturday, last day of March. Beautiful morning, holiday weekend. Really not a lot of people out here, so people camping up by Camp Williams and the picnic area, but haven't seen too many other people out here though. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Quiet. A lot of water coming through the river right here, so it's going to be interesting trying to get the sluice set up. I think Chris Torres said that he had to set a sluice up somewhere back over here because the water over here is a little bit too fast. I might end up doing the same today. Looks like they've been digging quite a bit out here. There's some big holes over there. Our hole is over there somewhere. So we're going to get back in that and see if we can actually get something. Last time I was out here, I was actually pulling a few chunky pieces out of there. I mean, nothing big, but bigger than the normal flake size that I was getting in the area. So we're going a little bit deeper. Going to break it open today, and we're expecting some friends up this morning a little bit later. I hope they're able to find parking. But my goodness, how beautiful is this? Everything is just so green right now. Alright, so the wife stayed in the car for a little bit. She's a little tired. She didn't get much sleep last night, so she'll be with us after a bit. But this is where we usually set up our hammocks and little day camp area. Right over here, I don't know if anyone will remember from my other videos, but that's where I normally set up my sluice because the water was pretty fast. But you know, you can see it's coming at a pretty good clip, and I don't think I'm going to be able to set up my sluice here. I'm going to take a look though. I'll put on my waders and look. You know, maybe right over there somebody did me a favor and kind of built up a little pool area right there. So maybe I can get the sluice there. Our site where we dig is just over there. So anyway, it's gonna be a fun day. It's gonna be a fun day. All right, so we'll get set up. You know, I felt a little foolish bringing them today, but last week I bought some hip waders, or I guess they're thigh waders, at the thrift store for like 10 bucks, and they're nearly new, and I couldn't pass it up. I figure, you know, with the cow sluice you got to be in the river sometimes, and I don't want to be standing in some super cold water without some kind of protection. I don't have any hip or chest waders, so I bought these. And you know, again, I thought maybe it's going to be overkill today, but as you can see, the water's pretty high, pretty fast, so I'm going to put them to good use today. And you know, I'm a little self-conscious because last night I put them on just to try them on and see how they fit, whether I needed to wear some heavier socks, and socks that are about one size too big. But I put them on and I showed my daughter, and she gave me the blues. I mean, she was just making fun of me, and you know, I'm gonna show you. You know, you can imagine the comments she was making. But my 24-year-old daughter thought this was the greatest thing in the world, seeing her stepdad in these thigh waders. So anyway, I like them. They're gonna keep me dry. 10 bucks, can't beat it. So there you are, Shirley, just for you. Alright, so this is where I got the sluice set up. Water's running pretty fast, and it's probably a little too much of an angle, too much water, but we'll see, make some adjustments as the day goes by. There is some sand and gravel building up at the last ripple. Last time I had the water running so fast it was just blowing it out. That was pretty clean. So I'm hopeful that it's going to catch a little more of the heavier stuff today. I don't know if you can see, and if you remember from my last video, that swell in water right there was a little bit further back last time, about here. And this is where they say it's supposed to be. Okay, so things look a little bit different. Things actually look a lot different out here with all this greenery. Yeah, this is just a beautiful area, and anybody who has kids 6, 7, 8, even younger, a little older, you know, living in Los Angeles, you're surrounded by nothing but concrete and traffic and noise, and you have to go to parks just to get away from the apartment life and the city streets. And you know, this isn't much further. You know, I live in Hollywood, and I drive half an hour just to get my grandkids to a park where they can run around and play. This is an hour away, and you can't beat it. This is just absolutely gorgeous. The sun is going to come up soon. I don't know if that's showing well enough on camera. On my screen it looks really dark, but I'm hoping it's picking up the vegetation. And everything has just come to life out here. And you see a lot of other people's videos. Chris Torres just posted a video on YouTube when he was out here Thursday. And you know, when the sun comes up and it warms up a little bit, you're going to see all sorts of wildlife. Snakes aren't out just yet, but they will be soon. It's going to be early. It's going to be warm today, but you know, that season's coming. Lizards and all sorts of insects. Flowers are blooming, and you know, everything's just alive. And you come out here yourself, and I guarantee, spend some time with the kids running around, or even on a solo venture, you're going to enjoy it. So this is the East Fork San Gabriel River at the Cattle Canyon Bridge. Not far from home, so you know, take the time, take a trip, make a day of it, make a weekend of it, get out and enjoy this. This is just in your backyard. So anyway, enough of that. So back at the hole, foxhole, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't look like anybody's been here, and it rained, obviously, so there has been a little bit of a collapse. I'm gonna clean all that out, and my intention today, kind of changed tactics, but I'm gonna clear that off. I want to get that rock out of here. I'm going to get that rock out of there. I'm going to get that rock out of there. I'm going to take this back so that I can do that. But I'm just going to throw all this stuff over there. And what I want to do is go down and that way. So I've got to kind of create a ramp or some steps, because you know, these rocks aren't small. Let me step back. There's a 5-gallon bucket. Okay, and that's the size of the rock. And again, you know, I'm one person. I'm trying to get these things out of a 5-foot hole. So, wish me luck. Alright, so I've run a couple of test buckets from 2 different areas, and then I moved a really big rock. So I'm looking in the riffles of the sluice, and it doesn't look like there's anything in the V matting. Okay, so I was just trying to get an indication of which direction to dig, but I'm not gonna go in either of those directions, I guess. So what I've got here is a bunch of hard packed, rusted gravel and black sand, obviously mixed in with some blondes. But this is under a rock a little bit bigger than that one. I moved a rock bigger than that one, and this is all the hard pack from all the hard pack underneath. And I've never shown anything where any videos where I'm running material through the sluice. So I finally got a tripod, and I'm gonna set it up and let you guys take a look at me run a couple buckets. Well, probably not a couple buckets, because that would just be tedious, but you'll get the idea. You know, with this sluice, you can probably just dump the bucket a little bit at a time, or full shovels. The self-classifying cow sluice is really good. You don't have to classify your material. You can put 4-inch rocks through here, and as long as the current's going the way it should be, they'll just roll right down. So the idea is to drop the material onto the V-matting. This doesn't originally come with V-matting, it comes with just a slick plate. I put the V-matting on because I want to see each bucket if I'm actually getting something, if I'm on the go, if I need to change directions. But the idea is to just throw the material down onto the deck and let the water stratify. It kind of just fans out. And any of the heavier stuff, the black sand, the heavier rocks, the lead, hopefully the gold will get trapped in that V-matting. Otherwise it'll go down and get sucked down by the slower currents from the fluid bed through the riffle string, or the grizzly string. And then there's another set of V-matting down there, as well as miner's carpet, and I think three riffle bars. You know, the hope is always when you drop a shovel full of material onto your sluice in the V-matting, that you just see a big chunk sticking there. And well, I've yet to find that. Not that it doesn't happen. Not that it doesn't happen in this area, but I've yet to find that. As I said earlier in one of my videos, that the hole that I'm currently in, I got a fairly sizable nugget, not nugget, but I mean a fairly sizable piece to pick off. Got some texture to it. I was pretty happy last time I came out and went through my concentrates to find that. To me, it seems that was from the very end of the day, and I was actually getting down quite far into the hole and not just some of the bigger rocks. So I'm going to continue in that direction today, see what happens. Alright, so I'm going to turn the camera off, save my battery, and you get the idea. You know, I kind of got ahead of myself. I ran that first bucket, and by the time I turned off the camera and came back, the sand had cleared from the V-matting, and it's actually a pretty good piece of, or a pretty good flake in there. Hopefully the camera will pick it up. Sun's not out, and I can't really see. Yeah, there you go. So to me, that says something. So, you know, the sun's not out, so it doesn't really look that shiny, but it's pretty unmistakable. Gold has a certain look to it, and when you're looking for it, it sticks out. And when it sticks in the V matting, it's heavy. So I'm pretty confident that's gold, but I'm pretty happy. So we'll keep going. Okay, so this is where we stand so far. I've knocked some of this overburden off, just tossed it away. As I'm going down, I'm seeing some promising material. I've run some buckets, saw some color in the V matting. At this point, I want to get back down over here where I was before, but in order to get over here, the anticipation is I've got to drop, I don't know if you can see, but I've got to drop this rock here. So I've got to clear that out, dig back, dig under that rock, and then be able to drop that rock over here. But to get that rock out of the way, I've got to dig this down. And to dig this down, I've got to get rid of this rock here. And this is supposed to be fun. Everywhere I go, there just seems to be huge rocks. So, I mean, that's good and that's bad. We find big boulders with hard packed gravel, especially rust colored gravel, black sand. There's usually gold, and I'm seeing gold, but I've got to get these rocks out of the way to get down to the gold. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. So right now, I guess I'm trying to just dig this back, some clear this out. I don't want to just toss the dirt, but I can't get my long handle shovel down over here when I had this big bank here earlier. So I had to dig that out so I can dig down this way with the long handle shovel. I don't have a short handle shovel yet. Don't know if I'm going to buy one, but anyway, comes in handy. Nice when you need it. Nice to have it if you need it, but who wants to carry all sorts of stuff, all sorts of equipment everywhere they go? I've got enough stuff already. So anyway, that's that. I'm gonna dig here for a bit and break this up. You can see it's pretty hard packed stuff. And that's usually a really good sign. That's super chunky, that stuff right there. Super hard pack stuff. You know, wouldn't it be nice if nuggets just rolled out? Yeah. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So, I gotta clear away some of this overburden so I don't just keep dropping stuff down in the material I want to run. There's some big rocks here that are going to drop if I keep going that way. Don't want that to happen. I want to get that rock loose and get what's under it. So, we'll chip away a little bit more, fill that bucket, come back, or run those buckets, come back, and clear that overburden. Now we'll show you the hole a little bit later. Alright, I have to go back on what I said about Caesar. He finally showed up, him and his wife, Iris, and my wife finally woke up. There she is. Got the hammock set up, got 2 hammocks set up in case anyone wants to take a siesta. Just ran another 3 buckets. And just waiting for it to clear out. Not sure there's anything in this. I changed the sluice setup a little bit. Water's a little bit slower. Don't really see anything in the V matting right now, but we'll let it clear out a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna get back to digging. Alright, so I ran another 3 buckets from this area. And I thought, you know, getting behind this rock and in that band of really rusted sediment, that I would actually see something. But I didn't learn my lesson from the first time I was out here. And that same band over here, I dug all the way down behind this rock, and the hole that I dug is where this rock is now. But I found that rust colored band, and it wasn't that productive, but I just enticed by the idea that where there's rust, there's iron, and where there's iron, there's probably gold, but that's not proven to be the case in this area here. So I've cleared out enough of this top area so that I can actually angle down and get into the area where I found that other chunky piece last time I was out here. When I say chunky piece, I mean chunky piece for me. I haven't really found anything substantial, but I can actually pick it up and feel the texture, so that's chunky to me. But the last bucket that I ran the last time I was here came from right over there, and after the heavy rains, there was you can see the water just ran down into my hole and brought a bunch of overburden in there, so I've cleared that out. I'm giving up on this area right here for now. I want to get under that rock. I want to eventually get under this rock because there's got to be something there. But I'm not going to be able to move that rock because it's a lot bigger than I thought. So I want to keep going that way. Some hard pack. I don't see the rust over there, but I do see black sand and river rock, small river rock, hard pack. And again, that's the area where I got that larger piece. So I'm going to clear out that and then start tearing down that wall. And I've got quite a bit of ways to go before I think I'm in jeopardy of a collapse. So fingers crossed, should prove fruitful. So I'm going to get started on that. Don't know if, I'm not going to show the video of that. Is that a big piece of gold right there?
Yeah. And now what? Keep on doing it?
Keep doing it. Tap, tap, tap. Push the water forward. See a speck? Yeah, that's it up. And there. So, tap, 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 tap. Yeah. So we don't lose those. We can shake this down. Put a little bit of water in there. Do the same. Tap, tap, tap. And pull the water back and just keep washing it down. So the idea is to let the water flow forward and then tip it back fast enough so that it drags stuff down. Well, you don't have to tip it forward fast, but you tip it forward and then tip it back pretty fast so that it just brings sediment down with it.
Get rid of it.
That'd be a perfect way to get something like that.
Yeah.
That's stuff. Dump some of that water out. I don't know if you remember what my hole looked like before when I started, but this is it now. I think I got fooled by the rust colored dirt, and I went that way and it was pointless. Not fruitful at all. But just to give you an idea, that's one step. So the hole started right here. Okay, so I took all of that out and I dug all of that down. I have to take my camera off. Oh, that's it.
There's one more bucket.
No, thank you. I'm whooped. I am beat. I got my buddy Caesar telling me, get another one. Well, I'm done. I'm done. So this is, I collapsed that a little bit. This is what we're looking at now. And there's my big old foot. It's down pretty deep. I think standing it's 4 feet down to the bottom, 7 feet across, maybe 8 feet. But let's see what these last 2 buckets hold. I'll get back to you. Alright, so this is my cleanup, and you know, I committed a lot of time and effort to that hole, and that's next to nothing. But I'll take it. I don't think anyone would throw it back. Well, we'll just add it to the collection. I think I'm going to give up on that hole. Unfortunately, I had to commit so much time and I got down quite a bit in that one. So anyway, got to move on to another spot.